Hello everyone and welcome to class of planning storage in the cloud. So in our last classes we have discussed about the compute section. Now let's start with the storage section. So planning storage in the cloud. For storage we have Bigtable, data store, we have Filestore, storage, SQL, spanner and memory store. So Google Cloud Platform has several storage services like it has managed Redis cache service for caching. It has persistent disk storage for use with the virtual machine. It has object storage for shared access to files across resources and archival storage for long-term infrequent access requirement. Let's discuss about cache. A cache is an in-memory data store designed to provide applications with sub-millisecond access to data. Its primary advantage over other storage systems is low latency. Caches are limited in size by the amount of memory available, and if the machine hosting the cache shuts down, then the contents are lost. These are a significant limitation, but in some use cases, the benefits of fast access to data outweigh the disadvantages. Then we have memory store. Google Cloud Platform offers Memory Store, which is a managed Redis service. Redis is a widely stored open source code. Since Memory Store is protocol compatible with Redis tools and applications, so Redis should work with the Memory Store. Caches are usually used with an application that cannot tolerate long latency when retrieving data. For example, an application that has to read from a hard disk drive might be 80 times longer than its data were read in in-memory caches. Application developers can use caches to store data that is retrieved from the database and then retrieved from the cache instead of a disk the next time the data is needed. So when you use memory store, you create instances that run Redis. The instance is configured with size of 1 GB to 300 GB of memory. It can also be configured for high availability, in which case memory store creates failover replicas. So in memory store, we require to create an instance. So let's go to the memory store. Enabling Cloud Memory Store for Redis API to your project. This will take a minute. We know that here we will configure a Redis cache in memory store. We will need to specify the instance ID, name, version, etc. Let's wait till it is created for our project. So Cloud Memory Store for Redis provide fully managed in-memory store with high availability, seamless capacity scaling, etc. Now let's create an instance. So this is estimated charges. So suppose we are creating instance 1. Display name for display purposes, version. So Redis version we require to select. Cost, it is basic or standard. Basic, lower cost, do not provide high availability, and this is for separate zone for high availability, and this is the cost. Location, zone any you can select. What is the instance capacity? 1 GB to 300. This is the network throughput Mbps per second and authorized network, and then you are required to create an instance. This is how you can create a basic instance. You will need to specify region and zone along with the amount of memory to dedicate to your cache. The cache will be 1 GB to 300 GB, and after that you can create this memory store. Thank you.